So today we saw proof that almost an entire industry has tried to blacklist the blacklisters and the jobs that these folks can get in the industry now. So how do I put this in a nice, sensitive way? These are their career opportunities. No. That's right. See, the company that would hire them is a train wreck, and woo, there go the customers right on by. Yep, that's right. And one of the biggest blacklisters in an entire industry is now reduced to getting jobs with companies that have not only not made a profit since 2016, but this is a company that's worth $50 million in equity. They've lost around double that, around $100 million since then. No Marvel anymore. DC's taking a pass. Oh man, how those mighty blacklisters have fallen. Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. So hey there, to all you fine folks, by the way, I hope your day is going wonderfully. And if you would, before we get started, share this video far and wide, because everyone needs a laugh track. Also, feed that pesky algorithm. I'm not talking about shoving Skittles in your computer either. Learn that one the hard way. No, feed it likes and comments. You know that drill. Also, if you've subbed to the channel, make sure you're still subbed. If you haven't, consider it. You don't have to, but, well, you better. No, just play it. Check it out, though, if you would, and thank you. So in order to cover this brand new laugh track that just popped up today, we need to flash back to a month ago to a story from bleedingfool.com where they tell us about two blacklists in an industry. One of those blacklists, it's meant to blacklist the blacklisters. So if you don't know anything about the comic book industry or the inner workings of a Marvel or Disney, just know this. 2016, you have open blacklisting. The problem with blacklists is that inevitably they expand, and well, in 2018 this one does. It starts swallowing more and more folks because the people putting it in, they want positions of prominence. This leads to blowback throughout the industry, and when I say blowback, you have secret meetings taking place where behavioral contracts are actually put into place. And after a while, you'll notice big names that were part of that blacklist, they've been blacklisted themselves. One of those names here that's mentioned by bleedingfool.com is one Heather Antos. See, this was a person in 2016 Marvel was upholding to a degree that they were saying in no uncertain terms, if you go out and you complain about products, you're attacking people like this. By 2018, though, they were tired of the blacklisters. They unceremoniously dumped this person, and now they've been trying to get back into companies like DC, according to bleedingfool.com, and yeah, apparently they can't. Why can't they? Well, they're talking about these things here. Number one, why is she departing Valiant? Valiant was the small company she managed to edge back into. Was it under controversial circumstances, as it was with Marvel? Rumor spreading, bullying, social terrorism, according to multiple sources. And who's in the pocket of the Whisper Network at IDW that allowed her to get a job there? Now, the article suggests that Valiant made this move, and DC also said, no thanks, hard pass, is because of an attack on an Asian artist that Antos was involved in. Now, the artist is connected to DC. He's quote-unquote a person of color, or POC. He's Asian, and well, instead of showing you the pile-on, I'll just read you the words he put out, and it absolutely decimates these folks. So 2 weeks ago, June and I took Loki to San Diego to see a specialist. He did not survive due to complications from the surgery. This past Friday was supposed to be a day of mourning. We were back in San Diego to pick up the ashes. We were going to take him to the beach and comfort each other by sharing our favorite stories about our little boy. Instead, a part of the internet I like to avoid like the plague came barging in. I had companies I'm working for calling me, friends reaching out to me. I'm seeing hate pouring out of strangers' mouths, accusing me of things I have no knowledge of. I'm seeing firsthand how fast lies are spreading. Let me be clear, I'm not part of any group. We never made it to the beach. We spent the entire 6-hour drive back home on an emotional roller coaster. I'm writing this because I'm angry. These irresponsible tweets are not harmless. They do not just go away. They have real-world consequences. They can take away your job, your life, your memories. June and I were robbed of our special day, so no, we're not quote-unquote all good. This isn't the start of a conversation. This is the end. So please don't drag me into a world that I never wanted to be part of, nor was I ever want to be a part of. I want to honor Loki by going back to producing art made with love for people who enjoy it for what it is, something that hopefully brings joy into their lives. Mommy and Daddy miss you very much, Loki. Our love. Oh, man. Now, others involved in this, they apologize. But no, not Heather Antos. Oh, no, not at all. You can see this screenshot. I posted it myself, so I know that this thing is legit. But you can see here, nope, Jay knew. I have the receipts from Jay himself. Now that manages to rally the hatred from people like a Tim Doyle here. And Tim Doyle, in no uncertain terms, he's threatened my family and all. This guy is a whack job. And you can see Jay's response, it's lacking and manipulative. I don't give a bleep about his dead dog regarding this. Now, according to Bleeding Fool, those posts and so much more, there's been so much hatred from that camp since 2016. That gets Jim Lee and other people's notice. They say in no uncertain terms, under current management, these people are not allowed at DC Comics. And again, when you have DC, you have Marvel, you have other companies that'll follow suit. Where do they end up going? To a company that's one skill since 2017 hasn't been producing good products. No, they have been losing shareholders' money, so of course they're desperate enough to try anything. If you look at fiscal year 2017, that's not listed here, though, their entire year they make negative $800,000. The next year they're evaluated, that means equity-wise, at about $50 million. Well, fiscal year 2018, if you go to this column here, net loss, that means brackets around a number equals loss, attributable to IDW Media Holdings, they lose a whopping $36 million. And that doesn't count all the money they borrow or anything else. Fiscal year 2019, they called that a success, by the way. Why? Because they only lost $26.4 million. They didn't lose as much, so that's great. Then we have the beer bug come in. They produce less, they borrow money from tax holders they don't have to pay back, and well, fiscal year 2020, they lose a whopping $13.8 million. They go over to this year. This is 1 quarter. 3 months so far, they've lost $6.3 million. Man, how the mighty blacklisters have fallen since their heyday in 2016. Nobody wants to hire them. I mean, little companies, they push them out. Big companies, they say no, thanks. They're tired of that. And unfortunately, the customers for them, they already walked away from this nonsense. They don't want anything to do with that. So, funny move, but still too little too late. Anyway, let me know what you think about this stuff. And as always, appreciate the heck out of you. I truly mean that too. These folks, they forgot who makes something possible. That's you. Let them know in no uncertain terms. Don't give them your money, but give them your laughter. And if you want to help out the channel, there are links in the description. Appreciate you checking those out. Appreciate you being here. And I'm going to end here by saying see you soon.